Welcome. I have made for you a little crystal grid this afternoon. I am really appreciative that you guys are here. I am personally going through a lot of changes with my guides spiritually and that sort of thing, so I'm a little hit or miss with the channel, but I appreciate you coming and sticking with me. I'm not doing daily content right now, but I think I'm about to move back into daily content. For the last few weeks, I've been a little hit or miss, but I'm growing and learning and deepening, and that's all good things, and it's things that I'll bring actually to the channel. So I think that it's a beautiful moment in my life, and I hope that I'm able to bless you all with that as well. But now for this little crystal grid I brought for you, I brought Ganesh to help us break through some blocks. I've got a heart-shaped piece of fluorite. I actually really love this piece. It's a piece my guides told me. I was sitting in my room doing something and they told me what store to go to and what stone I was looking for. So I went out and I found this and bought it and brought it home. Fluorite is going to help you with your spiritual journeys. It's a stone that actually detoxifies too, which is nice. It pulls out and transmutes energy. It's a very powerful stone. I actually love fluorite in all of its forms. I wish I had it close enough to show you. I have a fluorite sphere that's about this big. It's one of my favorite pieces. And then I've got this piece of rough fluorite as well that I'm absolutely in love with. The energy off of this one's so beautiful. But I'm blessing you with some fluorite, my little sea stars, divine love, partnership, those sorts of things, and some iolite, which is a soul compass stone. It's going to help you find your soul meaning. All of those really good and important things. And I added Ganesh to this just so that we can kind of go back to basics here and break through some blocks, anything that might be holding you back. I know that that's been a lot what's been going on with me the last couple of weeks. So that's kind of where my heart is at. That's what I wanted to share with you. And I go ahead and break this down. I just wanted to start there because I wanted to bless you with that before we actually got started with the cards. Go ahead and take a deep breath with me and let's release the rest of the day. Or if you're starting your day here, then release the evening and the sleep. Hopefully you had good rest. And let's see what the universe wants to talk about today. This is going to be a general reading. Always has overtones of soulmate in it though, because that's sort of where I resonate. That's where I sit in the universe on the spectrum of things. Let's go ahead and do one more shuffle and read from the bottom of the deck. We're going to do a cut though. We'll read from the bottom of the deck and see where we're going. I love this part. If you are new to the channel, I appreciate you being here. I read tarot cards a little bit weird and wonky. A lot of the times I read them backwards and upside down, and just bear with me. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I really would appreciate you doing so. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can do some live content because I'd really love to be here with you all. So on the bottom of this deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. I did another reading just a little while ago, and like 4 Page of Pentacles came out, so it just seems to be a Page of Pentacles day. Page of Pentacles is a very youthful energy. It's about bringing your childlike mind to the situation. Pentacles, of course, are tangible earth qualities. People think of them as money, which is true. It relates to money. Underneath, we have 2 of Wands, which is a decision needing to be made. 4 of Pentacles. Look at this card. I love that. Look at those animals. You got the 4 of Pentacles under there, followed by the 9 of Wands, and then the 10 of Cups, and lastly, which I don't usually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't usually go to 6, but we're going to, we've got the Empress. This is a reading in and of itself. All right, so what I'm seeing the universe wanting to talk about today, the story that I'm seeing laid out here with these cards is there's a decision to be made. It's about what you think stability is right now, that you're being a little bit stubborn about. And it's not going to lead you to what you need and what you want. This is where you want to be. You want to be the Empress in the 10 of Cups. You know, you want to have the happily ever after stuff and be the Empress. That's where we want to get to. But I'm seeing where you're at right now. It's not going to get you there, and you're being a little clingy to what you think is the right thing. And that could be another relationship. It could be, being the Four of Pentacles, it could be a marriage. It could be something more traditional in any sense. But this Nine of Wands in particular, you know, the Nine of Wands is often, you know, like kind of walling yourself up. I don't want to say standing your ground exactly, because that's more the Seven of Wands. But it's like you've made this like barrier of defense to keep the enemy out. But in the energy that I'm getting off these cards, even though this is a beautiful, like a phoenix type energy, which is gorgeous, but I almost feel like that's the change that has to happen. You're holding on to this, almost like telling God, no, this is the right thing, not what you're telling me. That's the energy I'm getting off of that. And that card there is the linchpin between where you are now and where you want to be. Can you turn your Nine of Wands out away from a stubborn, clingy energy into, you know, just burn it down. Be the phoenix and rise out of the ashes. Can you do that? Are you able to do that? How do you do that? I think that's what we'll read on. So we'll read on this Nine of Wands here and see what we need to do to move from where we are into where we want to be. Because I think that this right now, I mean, this is a timeless reading, and anytime you find it, you're meant to find it. But right now, as I'm drawing these cards, you know, we have every planet moving forward. And we have that until the end of April. This is I'm in February of 2022 as I'm recording this. And we have every planet moving forward. And since this planetary shift started, this is like the first real window we've had to move chess pieces on the board. And this is a powerful time. It's very powerful. So really having your head on straight, knowing what you want to do and where you want to go, that's going to be key. So hopefully this reading will kind of open some stuff up. Maybe, you know, hit on some things. As always, you know, if it resonates with you, great. Take it to your guides in meditation. See how it plays out with them. And if it doesn't resonate with you, let it go. But hold on to a piece of it at the back of your mind in case it starts to resonate with you down the road. Things are always changing. I do believe you're here for a reason, especially if you found this channel or this video right now as I'm recording it, because I'm a tiny little baby channel. You know, YouTube is not sending me out in a bunch of algorithms at the moment. So if you found this, pay attention, because I think there's got to be something here for you. On the bottom of the deck now, we have the Three of Cups. Fueled by the King of Swords. So this is a celebration of your truth. You stepping into your own truth, and this is a celebration. This is your sisterhood right here. It's a tribe energy. It's a spiritual family energy celebrating you. Which, you know, that is where we want to get to, isn't it? All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got the Three of Pentacles. The Empress has come back. Got the Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups. This is one of my favorite Five of Cups just because that's beautiful. Look at those horses. All right, Three of Pentacles, that's a stability. Goes with your Three of Cups that you got, really. So we've got two threes. This is a 3. This is a 1, and that's a 5. So that comes to a 6. It's a Venus number. I love it. Venus is here blessing the reading. Ace of Swords, and we talked about your truth just a minute ago. The Ace of Swords is the king of Swords, Michael's sword of truth. It is the sword of truth. And, you know, on here you have this beautiful, you know, egret or crane, which are sacred birds in my opinion. They always bring me messages. Pay attention to the animal world. There's messages everywhere. You know, on this card here, we've got this gorgeous butterfly. That's a symbol of transformation. And then on here we have horses, which are, you know, there's a lot of freedom that comes with horses and energy of moving forward and running and all of that. So let's go ahead and start clarifying and see what what we need to do to turn our Nine of Swords out of a stubborn energy into a rising from the Phoenix, so you can really step into your truth, into your future, so that you can be on the right path for yourself right now. You know, where does your truth lie? All of that stuff. You know, the Three of Pentacles here. I didn't pay much attention to that card, but I mean, that's a really beautiful card. You know, he's working on this stability. It usually represents working with people. And given that Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which I'll turn this over actually so we can continue to see that. With that Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you know, I feel there's a real sisterhood or partnership for you that you need to be working in. It might be a business, but these friendships go way beyond business. These are the people that are going to help you get to your truth. These are the people that you can trust, that have your back no matter what, that are waiting for you to turn into the Empress so that you can turn around and lead with your truth. I'm not saying too much about the Five of Cups, because usually the Five of Cups is, you know, out in the cold. That's not the energy coming off of this. There's a heroic energy coming off of this, and I never get that from the Five of Cups. So I want to wait until we clarify it so that I can get a better handle on the energy on that before I say too much about that. So here we go. Oops. We got the Six of Swords and the Page of Swords. The High Priestess. Oof. With Ten of Swords. Get the Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. Oh, and the Sun. We got the World. God, y'all, this is a powerful reading. Queen of Swords. There's a lot of swords here. That's about truth. You've got to get into your truth. That's the most important thing coming out of this. That's what's going to change from that stubbornness. You have to get real about your life. Whatever it is that you're in right now, you have created it under the guise of, this is what the world says I should do. This is what my mother says I should do. This is what my teachers say I should do. This is what whoever has told you life looks like. But it's not making you happy. It's not your truth. It's somebody else's truth, and you've put this up, and now you're probably a little trapped in it, especially if we're talking about marriages or families. And I get that, because I've done that. I've been there. I get that. It's very difficult to make that right, but it isn't impossible. And very few people will actually do it. But for those that do, you know, everything awaits. On top of our Three of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords, which is moving into calmer waters, out of a storm into calmer, I can't talk, calmer waters. With your Page of Swords here, which is a learning thing. Now, taking these together and what I said before about this possibly being a business thing, don't take the word business too literally. I could be saying social media, maybe, I'm going to throw this example out there. It's a little bit weird, but say, like, you all know I'm a Disney person. Look, Disney, it's right there. Like, literally, I can see it. It's right there. Maybe you're a Disney person, you and your friends love to Disney pound, and you put together an Instagram or a YouTube or something, and you make a business out of that. Don't get tied down by the fact that I'm using the word business and thinking you have to be done up in business suits or something. This is more playful than that. But these people, and I don't know whether it's 3 other people and you, which is what I'm more thinking, or it's you and 2 friends, sisters, something like that. But the numbers don't really matter. We do have a lot of 3s here, but I'm really feeling like it's you and 3 people to make a 4, which is very stable. And I think that's the problem. You have your 4s wrong. You have your 4 of Wands. You have the wrong people in that structure. Whatever you've got set up right now is stability. You've got the wrong people in it. And this is about bringing in the right people and moving out of what you're in right now. Is stormy. It's rocky. It doesn't have a solid foundation under it. And you can toil away forever, and you're not going to actually get anywhere with that. But this with some work, if let's go back to my YouTube analogy there. Learn some stuff, learn how to use a camera, learn what the best camera is, learn how to upload videos to YouTube. I mean, there's a big learning curve and learning process in doing something, any kind of business, whether it's social media, whether it's making products, maybe opening an Etsy store, going back to college to run a brick and mortar store, whatever it is, there's definitely a learning curve in there. And this card is encouraging you to get the learning that you need. Get the lessons, learn what you need to lead, learn what you need to learn. Because the thing is the progression of this is you, the Empress. Okay. The Empress is the balanced energy of the four queens. So it's love, passion, truth, and, nurturing and caring for people. It's like you having the stability and the pentacles to care for everybody around you. With this particular Empress with this beautiful butterfly, you've got apples here, which are a real symbol of, biblical, of the forbidden apple. But in this case, it's like it represents knowledge. And so we go back to this. She's got wheat right here. That's telling me I'm getting real biblical on you. Sorry about that. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Get your true tribe around you. Get rid of whatever it is that you have right now. That's harsh, but you know what I'm saying? Get rid of the fake. Get rid of anything that you have in your life that's there because somebody else told you it should be there. You need to get out of that and get into this. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Transform yourself. You are more than you know you are. Beautiful, beautiful soul. You are more than you know you are. And I know this in part because of this right here. The High Priestess, listen to your intuition and put an end to all the crap that doesn't align with your intuition. Because what happens from there, you become this powerful, I'm going to say woman because the card is a woman, but it's gender doesn't matter. You are and most of the people watching my channel are female, but you are a powerful woman, a powerful soul. And once you get to this point, you go from here to this to this. This is what comes next for you. This is love. It could be romantic love, but it's an Ace of Cups rather than a Two of Cups. So it doesn't have to be romantic love. If that's not your thing, that's totally cool. But if that is what you're looking for, this is a cup of love with all the happiness in the world. Sitting on top of the Ace of Swords, which is your truth, which is you get to wield the truth. You get to be, I get teacher off of this. Leader and teacher. Happy and loved. I don't think there's much of a better combination off of this. And this here, this is what I think is beautiful here, okay? Bear with me, because like I said, I read the energy off the cards more than anything, and that's why different cards hold different energy because of the artist's rendering. So you have a Five of Cups here, which is ordinarily, being left out in the cold. And I told you, this has like a heroic vibe to it. I almost feel like, and this is going to be real specific. There's not a lot of people that watch this channel, so I'm going to guess this is very specific for one person. But if it resonates with you, take it. What I see is you're in a small place right now. You're in the place that somebody told you to be in. You are a heroine. You are a leader. You are a queen. You are an empress, a king, whatever resonates with you. This journey is going to be incredible. It'll be hard sometimes, but where you end up is as this powerful leader who leads people out of the cold. These horses, it's like, I get that this is all water, but it's like, I feel like you're leading people from drowning, out of the fire that they've built their own house in, because the world is a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. And I feel like this teacher card, learn, lead, teach, save. You're going to be pulling people out of their old cycles and helping them come into their new cycles. This is the Queen of Swords. Okay. She has a cup of love. Usually in most, it's a female with a cup. She's got that cup of love and she's pouring it out on everyone that needs it. She's healing people. she's getting them out of the cold. This isn't you coming out of the cold at all. This is you leading other people out of the cold. That's in your future if you take that. This is powerful. But you are in such a small place right now. And I know how hard it is to move out of that. God, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that, I was in the lowest place of my life. And it's been a journey. And it's been scary and it's been terrifying. And I've lost a lot of friends, relationships. You know, people have not been able to resonate and vibe with where I've headed. But I wouldn't change a single moment of it. I am in one of the strongest places of my life. I am so happy. My life is exactly what I want it to be right now and growing into even more. You have that power. You have that ability. This right here alone tells me that. Your truth leads you to all the love and all the happiness in the world. Your truth. It's right here. And if you grab this, you get to help other people do it too. So I'm going to leave that here. Don't forget though about some iolite. If you don't have iolite in your little toolbox of things, get some. Get some. This is a powerful little stone. Get some fluorite too. Get them both together and work on this stuff together. Kind of have that be your mascot. And I already called in Ganesh to help you break down any barriers to get to this path. But it all hinges on one thing, your truth. Your truth. You know what? This is interesting because I hadn't looked below this right now. You know, if you've been watching my videos, you know my guides don't have me do reversals on the cards just because the energy is all there and I read the energy anyway. But sitting underneath this King of Swords is the Seven of Wands and she's in reverse. Okay? Here's the thing. The Seven of Wands upright is the Stand Your Ground card. I feel like this is where you are right now. You are not standing your ground. You are letting other people tell you where you should be. And the answer to this is to find your truth. And that tips into everything else. And the other aspect below that, you've got the Five of Swords, which is the stupidness. It's like stupid fighting. It's like you're winning. You may be winning battles and you're losing the war. And the war is for your soul. Underneath that, you've got the Nine of Cups, which is total emotional fulfillment. I'm getting a little out of control over here with that. But I'm just, this here in particular, you need to define your truth, what's true and right for you. And it'll change along the way, but what's true and right for you right now, and you need to stand your ground in it. And then all of this other stuff, it'll be like dominoes. All of this other stuff will start to flood in. It's going to go in a sequence. And like I said, it's not going to necessarily be easy, but it's not any harder than what you're doing right now, just pretending everything is good. With that, I'm ending this reading and I'm sending you so much love, wisdom, discernment, and strength. The strength that you need to make the changes that you need to make in your life. Because you are a beautiful soul intended for so much more. And this journey may be a little while, you know, it might take some time, but enjoy it and enjoy it. Don't let it freak you out and just trust the universe to have your back, because they do. This right here tells me they do. They're trying to bring you all the love. I mean, like all the love and all the happiness. It's attached to your truth. Many blessings, my darlings. I will see you on the next video.